All right, if you're just tuning in, we have had a myriad of technical issues, but I think we've solved them, and it is time to get back in it. So we've got this little vibe here. Let's go ahead into my splice folder. I almost like that groove, so maybe when we find some one shots, we'll go off of that groove. Ooh, that was like in key and everything. I was doing something the other day. I had to turn record arm to not exclusive. Let's warp it by tones. Sometimes you just find a sample, like it's a good example. I was looking for some drums, but ended up in a vocal sample, so let's just do it. Now let's add some drums. 90s house. I don't remember doing this. I want something a little more. This sounds like it's going to be a very like commercial track. So let's go ahead and find some commercial drum samples, I suppose you could say. Where's the Oaks kit? Let's find some snares. So moved away from like a hip hop groove. Hope you guys don't mind. We definitely need some percussive stuff. Stick. Why did that change pitches? What just happened? Guys, weird stuff going on. I think I accidentally, put a new sample in there. I don't love that. That's all we got though, I think. Let's add some perks. Guys, we haven't sidechained yet. That's how you know I'm all thrown off. We have not even sidechained. Let's find that kick within the drum rack. The other thing we can do too, if we expand, oh, never mind. We don't have to do what I was gonna say. I just take this. See how just adding that sidechain automatically makes it like, I don't know, just a little more professional sounding. I'm gonna go ahead and pan these sticks around. Cool. Let's add some kind of synth pad, of course. But I need something modern sounding. Not that. What are we thinking? What are we thinking? Let me get something from Lo-Fi Glow. Not that this is a lo-fi track, but it's a little clean right now. Could use some, it could definitely use some grit, but not too much. Basically took a ton of that grit off of that sound after I said I want to add more. I'm gonna bring everything down a bit because we are getting some red, but I also need to get some compression on that main keyboard instrument. I'm just gonna put my basic audio processing here. We definitely need like a synthy bass, guys. Thank you all for tuning in and hanging. We got about 30 people in the chat. I'm stoked. Memes are number one. Are you even reading the comments? I'm reading the comments as fast as I can, my friend. Thanks for being here. Talita, hello, welcome. Good to see you. Analog Dreams is free. You are right. So if you guys need a cool sound pack, Analog Dreams from Native Instruments is free until today, I believe. So grab it before it is not free anymore. Anthony took off, I think. Bye, Anthony. Good to see you. Maybe not. Brian is here. Music is much softer than your voice. How about that? Let me know if that's too loud. You're right, Sergio. I am in the zone. Okay. I'm going to try my best to balance chat and making a beat, but it's time to add a bass line. Lucas with the bedroom studio in Brazil. Hey, what is up? I'm so stoked that you could be here. Thank you for the kind words. Alright, so we're gonna go to Repro. I'm gonna find a synth bass, just a normal synth bass, please. Not really the sound I want to use, but I'm trying to find. I'm gonna stop the vocal sample because it's driving me a little nuts right now. Oops. Just want to get the side chain on there. Hi, Mom. Guys, here we changed it to a minor. There we go. We got a bass line. I need a legato button on this push. How's the chat doing? Firefawn9 says, can you please make a tutorial for FLO Studio Live looping? No, I cannot, because I do not use FL Studio. Jobit, we know you love dubstep. Dubstep is life, bro. Don't forget it either. Like, what am I even doing wasting my time not making dubstep? What bass did I use? Toro Dog asks. Let's see. It's in Repro 1. It's a preset called EH, Dark and Heavy Sustain Bass. Today's going to be a little bit of a shorter stream, guys, so I'll let you know when I'm thinking about signing off, but we're probably just going to make this beat today. Guys, am I out of my mind? Oh man. You ever think you're editing one thing and you're editing a totally different thing? I was just editing the drums, which I turned off and swept all the lows out of when I meant to be doing that to this. And then you convince yourself that you're hearing the changes that you're making, and that's the really scary thing. I actually might put this before the reverb, the sidechain, so the reverb floats on and doesn't get a pulse. Is Ableton Live Lite free, or does it need to be registered? There is a usually pieces of gear come with a free version of Ableton Live Lite, but right now there's a 90-day free trial. That's another thing you guys need to know. 90 days. You use Ableton for 90 days, Ableton Suite, no limitations, for free. They just extended that free trial from 30 to 90 days. So if you're locked down for the next couple months, take advantage. That's 3 months worth of Ableton Live, and it's plenty of time for you to decide if you actually like it. We need some hi-hats, and you know where I go for my hi-hats. Sometimes I just click on one and it's like the perfect one, but I don't trust that initial decision. Like, that's a good one. That's not so much. I like how this one sounds. Is the voice high enough in the mix, my friends? Can you hear me well enough over the music? We're going to use that one, the first one I landed on. Take the compressor off, we don't need it. And add that in. Throw the sidechain on that hi-hat. Yes, Renee, I would like it to be a #1 in Latin America. That is what we're doing here. Thanks, guys. Thanks. Good to know the balance is good. You guys are... The thing about the stream, my friend was mentioning to this too, is you guys are all super positive, and it's like such a good community in the chat usually that I'll go back and listen to the streams and be like, oh shoot, the levels were off. But I fully expect from watching a bunch of other streams that you guys are just going to be like, the levels are off, and like shouting and pitchforks and all that, but you guys don't. So I do appreciate some feedback along the way, but you guys are super nice and great. So I appreciate that too. It needs something that brings up the energy. Yeah, Sergio, I've not been using the splice samples because I X'd out of it when I was trying to troubleshoot, and we're already in it to the synth part now, so you want me to try to reopen? Here we go. Hello. That's annoying. But now we got to make this not full screen again, and then we got the drop down. Boom, there we go. I made it super big. But I love this. Like, this is super convenient, even though we've already done this. This is way easier than looking through the live splice samples because it just buries them in folders. Here you literally just search and filter. You can preview in here. This Murder Beats quarantine pack is one I'm going to be experimenting with tonight on Splice TV. So if you haven't yet, make sure you get Twitch on your phone or whatever, or you're ready to watch a Twitch stream. But for now, we need to add some synth chords. Where's it at? Where's it at? Pigments. Philip asks, how do you live stream your Ableton audio? It's actually all run through OBS, but the way I run it is I have two Focusrite interfaces, so a Scarlett 8i6 and a Scarlett 2i2. Ableton, the session you see me running, is running off the 8i6, and that's what I'm listening to right now. The stream is running off the 2i2, so I run out of the 8i6 into the 2i2 for the computer audio, and in that same interface on another channel is my mic. So the stream gets its own interface that I can adjust the levels with on the fly. The Splice live stream is at 5 p.m. this afternoon, 5 p.m. EST, New York time. We need some chords, which means we need a pad. Exodar. Note. Not like that. I need something saw-ish. This is way louder than everything else, huh? Yep. Maybe what I really need is some synth keys. I don't actually need pads. Ooh. Yeah, I love that sound, but it's not what's gonna work in this track. What's up, Musafir? I messed that up. I'm just gonna record this pattern. I don't think this is the sound I'll use. Messed it up again. Epic fail. Close enough. Boom bap art. What is going on, my friend? Oh, see, there's a thing about this. The thing about this sound. Oh. That could be something. Where is this? It's got a little too much low end in it, but we can make it work. And what if there was a little bit of... Gabriel Mars with the super chat. I need help with something. Look at chat. I'm looking, my friend. You don't got a tip if you need help. Just kind of put your question and we'll try to all help, my friend. I don't like these sticks anymore, to be honest. Also, just so you, like, you know, like Gabriel, and for anybody else who's thinking of doing that, just because you tip does not mean like you demand my attention. So if you guys need help, you guys know I will say something in the chat. I will dip into chat on and off when I'm not coming up with ideas, and I will do my best to help. Or even better, somebody in the chat who knows more than me about something will answer you too. So it's a community here. We don't got to do the money thing. All right, chill, drill bit, chill. So if this track were to evolve, like it is evolving right now, this is obviously like an extra layer that, let's say, maybe the drums would drop out. And we would build to a chorus. See, like, this is the thing, like, you tip to ask me this question, and I don't have a Roland RD2000. So the most that I can tell you is hook it up via USB, and if it doesn't have a USB port on it, then you need to get a MIDI to USB converter. And within Live Preferences, link in MIDI, it should show up here. And you want to make sure track is turned on. If there's a control surface for it, it'll be in here. That's like if it's enabled in control surface, but I can look right now. And RD2000, Roland RD2000, I doubt it's in here. Roland A Pro, Roland FA, it's not a control surface, so you just need to set it as your input, set it as your output, make sure track is turned on. And that's the most I got for you. Probably if it's a keyboard, I'm assuming, then you'll be able to play instruments with it. So the thing is, we need another drum kit now that has like more impactful drums, I think. So the kit I would like to use, oh, we can actually go back to using this now. Oak. What happened? Oak. That's different than the snare we're already using, right? Yes. Let's turn that on. Let's find my kicks. Gabriel, either it has a USB cable on it and it can do MIDI over USB, which is something you need to Google, or it doesn't have a USB port on it and it has a MIDI cable and you need to connect it to your computer via a MIDI cable, which will require a MIDI interface or a MIDI to USB converter. I like that. that. Oh, where'd you go? And there was a loop here. Maybe we can use that. Let's see. No. It's like double the speed or something. Delete it. Delete it. I want to do this like marching snare situation. How to arm the track as soon as you select it. That's actually a feature of push. So if you see I'm scrolling, I'm pushing a button on the push and scrolling through, and it's automatically arming. Other things like the launch key have track select too that work like that. You can also find a script online. If you just Google this, like enable track auto arm select or something like, Google that, and there's a file that you can actually change in within your Ableton options file. Boom, that's our little snare build up. Kind of needs to be quantized, but here's the problem. I'm doing like all kinds of triplets and stuff. How's it gonna know? We tried. Close enough for now. Alright, Drillbit, you gotta chill with the spamming dubstep stuff in the chat, or I'm gonna like put you on a timeout. So basically I want to take this old drum pattern, and we have all these extra samples in it now, which we don't need. And I want to make the copy of it have that snare in the other rack. So that one. Let me see if I can actually copy between racks. I'm not sure if I can. No. So what I have to do is this. Find this snare. And paste it in here. Ah, shoot, I copied again. Command C instead of Command V. This ain't working the way I want it to. Boom. Alt or options and hold. But I don't need that. I just need that. What's happening? What am I doing wrong? What did I do to deserve this? It replaced the old snare, I believe. So let me show you guys how to do this the right way, because I'm trying to skip steps and it's not really working for me. So we want that snare sound to be in that rack. So the easiest way to probably do it would be go back here and find it, but I already, that's not what I want. Come on. But I already searched away from it. I don't know if I'm going to be able to find the same sample. So I can just click this, copy it, and I should be able to copy it onto a new thing here. Yeah, there we go. I don't know why I just tried to do that. When you try to do something an easy way, it always takes longer. That's all I wanted to do. That's all. Because I want to keep the old snare for a verse and then have this more bright snare for a hook. But these don't need to play at the same time. So, let's say this was a track. Whoa. Pull it back. We would have this. No. We would have the keys. And the bass, sure. Let's bring in some drums. Empty that out. So we'd have this section, and then we might do something like this. Snare roll time. I turned it off. And then the bass drops. This would be the actual drop. I kind of butchered that arrangement. And that is looking like it's going to be it today, but I hope you guys enjoyed that. Thank you for bearing with all the technical issues at the top. I'm glad we didn't have to reset or anything. But make sure you're subscribed if you're not. I'm going to do some more streams now. I'm going to try to figure out this camera situation. But it was really fun. I'm glad we could figure out and work together on the push and all that. Thanks to all you who have been here from the beginning of the stream. That was really awesome that you guys stuck with it through all the issues, and thank you all for who popped in between. Drill bit for hanging the whole time, even though all he wants to talk about is dubstep. Renee's here. Arian, happy birthday. Lucas, you've been chilling. Thanks for hanging. Gabriel, I help you figure out the issue with your RD2000. Capel, as usual, thanks for being here. Talita, everybody who has been hanging. Sorry, I'm trying to scroll through chat really quick and see you all. But make sure you take advantage of all the free stuff right now. Analog Dreams from Native Instruments is free up until today, I believe. Ableton Live free trial for 90 days. It's been extended, so download that as well. And make sure you tune into Splice TV on Twitch tonight. That's very important. It's not on YouTube, it's on Twitch. So go to twitch.tv/Splice TV Live, I believe is the link. And I'll be hanging there doing some stuff about drum rack and working with samples and all that stuff. We're going to stream for probably a little bit over an hour. But thank you all so much for watching. This has been TAETRO. Have a good one.